with me, right? I'm gonna give you 10 minutes so you could jump in with me. What's going on, everyone? Always so much to talk about. My name is Salso Garcia, political commentator. I'm just a regular guy, trying to act like I know about politics, which I don't. Most of us don't know. You gotta always acknowledge that you don't know much about politics. That's how you learn more about politics, right? We got this person, Stephen Miller, calling everyone a weirdo, calling everyone a names, right? We got Stephen Miller calling everyone names for some reason. He's calling everyone a weirdo. He's talking about socialists as if they're the scourge on the earth, as if they're the worst people in this country. He doesn't talk about white nationalists. He doesn't talk about white supremacists. He doesn't talk about January 6 people. He's saying that the scum of the earth are people that care about working people, right? Regular people that care about other working people. This is who represents America now. I mean, a lot of people have said this is what always has represented America. But the only difference now is that it's out in the open. It's out in the open. This bigotry, this hate, this is what represents America now.
The people you mentioned, the names you mentioned, AOC, Bernie, the Squad, Omar, these are people who even 10 or 15 years ago but would have been relegated to the outer extreme fringes of the Democrat Party. They're now the center of the party. They're the
This guy's worrying, right? He's not, he doesn't look too like, is this the person you want to take political advice from? Is this the person leading national political system? Right? White supremacists. What is it? The skinhead?
heart of the party. They're the soul of the party. So the Democrats have become a party of freaks, weirdos,
So he's not a freak, a loser. I
losers,
mean,
and crazies. But you can't laugh it off because it's deadly.
you see him? He's foaming at the mouth, foaming at the radical left, angry little man, right? Angry little man with the Napoleon complex.
Serious. When you give these people power, everything you know and love in this world falls apart. You have chaos, corruption, decay, violence, poverty. The people you
Is that not what's happening now? Corruption, decay, chaos in the streets of the United States. Secret police walking around with masks, pepper spraying, unaliving civilians, busting people's windows, causing accidents, causing destruction with no type of recourse. No one can question them. No, they don't have answer to anyone, right? They're the judge, the jury, and the executioner, right? And you want to tell us that the left is the crazy one? Look at this guy. This is the leader of that's leading the White House, leading the charge.
The names you mentioned, AOC, Bernie, the Squad, Omar, these are people who even 10 or 15 years ago but would have been relegated to the outer extreme fringes of the Democrat Party. They're now the center of the party. They're the heart of the party. They're the soul of the party. So the Democrats have become a party of freaks, weirdos, losers, and crazies. But you can't laugh it off because it's deadly serious. When you give these people power, everything you know and love in this world falls apart. You have chaos, corruption, decay, violence, poverty. The people you mentioned, the names you mentioned, AOC, Bernie, the
when he's the one that's in charge, right?
Squad.
He's the one in charge. So all the problems, all the inflation, all the high gas prices, all the chaos in the federal government and in local institutions is because of this man and the Trump administration. Who sounds more crazy, Bernie Sanders or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? I mean, think about it. Who's more of a normal figure? Who's more of a figure that you will listen to? Will you listen to this guy, or will you listen to AOC, or will you listen to Zora Mandani? Who will you listen more to? Think about it. Think about it. Who will you listen to? Will you listen to him or what? Who will you listen to? Hit the like, hit the share button. I appreciate you all. Um, let's see. Who will you listen to, everyone? That's my question. Who are you willing to listen to? Are you willing to listen to Trump, or are you willing to listen to good night? Oh, who are you gonna listen to? Then we got her. We got AOC. Right? Let me play some AOC. Who sounds um more reasonable? Right? This is AOC.
But isn't there concern that this slippery slope towards socialism inevitably ends up as full-blown communism? I mean, no, I'm not concerned about America turning into a communist country in like a year. That is like, I think that is. Oh, sorry. I think that's. I think it's very silly. I think you.
It is silly.
Just think about how impossible it has been to raise the minimum wage in America in 10, 15, 20 years. We can't even raise the minimum wage. Do Republicans really think that this stuff is going to happen? No, they don't. They're trying to scare people because they don't want us talking about the fact that we all have a right to health care in this country. So they want to call it communist. And
We
want to
can't
call
get
everything they
health
don't
care.
like communist because if people actually wake up to the fact that their elected officials are screwing them over when they get here, then they're going to realize that they deserve better and that healthcare as a right isn't crazy. It isn't pie in the sky.
Exactly. So who
They want
sounds
to
more
call this stuff
reasonable?
communist because they don't want us to realize that the rest of the developed world has guaranteed health care in this country. So they want to call it
Exactly.
communist because they don't want you to know that Germany, Italy, the UK, Canada, everybody else has it better than us. And we spend the most amount of money for the worst care in the modern developed world.
Exactly.
Usually say the moment they regain power, they will pack this.
Sorry,
guys.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
trying to keep y'all safe here. Oh, what's your name? Brandon. Brandon, it's so nice to meet you guys. Really meet you.
Well, so who sounds more reasonable? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or Stephen Miller? Right? Who sounds more reasonable? You watch these two guys, Stephen Miller, Donald Trump, they all sound bananas, bonkers. At least AOC sounds like a decent human being, right? So this is what Trump had to say a little bit about Lindsey Graham during the funeral. Let's see, just a little bit of what Trump had to say during Lindsey Graham's funeral. I know you don't want to see it, you don't want to throw up in your mouth, but let's watch it.
Wherever he may be. I think I know where he is, and I think he's up there. I think he's up there. And women like that great person sitting, laying, wherever he may be. I think I know where he is, and I think he's up there. I think he's watching us. I'm pretty sure of it.
Mm,
Scripture tells us that blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial. Our nation needs more men and women like that great person.
really? They
Sitting, laying, wherever he may be. I think I know where he is, and I think he's up there. I think
supposedly
he's watching us. I'm pretty.
he's speaking in the voice of God, right? Supposedly. A little insulting. Um, I like this. They're gonna have Hassan Piker will be starring on CNN this Sunday for their special program covering the rise of democratic socialism in America. The rise of democratic socialism in America. Other features include third wave pro-Israel Congressman Josh Gottheimer and James Carville. Uh-oh, are they going to be in the same room? Are they going to be on a panel together? I think the other people will cancel or run away. They don't want to take Hassan Piker on directly. They don't want to address him directly. Right? They wouldn't. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare, right? Um, so Daniel Moreno, I denounce Republicans' escalating attacks on freedom of speech, targeting the People's Forum, New York City. I stand firmly against the federal government's attempts to silence organizers and call on my colleagues to speak out and defend the rights and civil liberties of all New Yorkers. Statement denouncing attacks on free speech and Republican congressional subpoenas of the People's Forum. Uh, so, a lot of crazy things happening.
Would you support that recommendation?
First, I want to say that I stand by what I submitted.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Yes.
It's not a personal.
If a commission studying reparations in this city recommended
Lauren always speaks the truth.
cash reparations for people impacted in New York City, would you support that recommendation?
First, I want to say that I stand by what I submitted.
Yes.
It's the truth.
Yes.
It's not a personal assessment. And we often think about slavery and the complicity in slavery as being exclusively to certain geographic areas of the country.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Here in New York City, we were very complicit. And so I look forward to whatever those findings are. I can't give you an answer in advance of them,
Okay.
but I can tell you that this is critically important because this is also what it looks like to acknowledge what history truly was.
If a commission studying reparations in this city recommended
Yeah, see? It's not that hard to speak up for what is right, what is true. Reparations for, for the crimes of the past. Hit the back button, sorry. So reparations are not that hard to do if you really want to do them. If you really are committed to doing it, you could get it accomplished. But not everyone is really willing to do it. They just pay lip service to believing in um, fixing the economic crimes of the past. People just talk about it and pay lip service to it. So now they're panicking. Which is good.
This threat, look, some Republicans are saying, gosh, this is good because these guys are so crazy, we're going to win. I think it is a very
City funded supplemented grocery stores. If we can give millions of dollars in tax cuts, tax breaks to the rich, why can't we give tax breaks to people with their food? Think about it.
How do you sell food when Mondami is saying we're going to undercut you by 30%? He wants to drive all the small businesses out of business because he wants the
But when
government in charge of everything. And I got to tell you, this threat look, some Republicans are saying, gosh, this is good because these guys are so crazy, we're going to win. I think it is a very bad development for America when one of our two major parties goes bat crap crazy. And I think we need.
You're giving advice. You're not even a Democrat, but you insist on giving advice to the Democrats. You're telling Democrats how they should run the party just because you feel like you can control the narrative. You feel like you can control the script for everyone and everyone across the board. Let Zoran do things the way he wants to do things. Let him improve the material needs of workers. Then you can start getting upset. Like I said, Zoran Mandani is actually delivering on his promises. Unlike Donald Trump that promised and gave lip service to so many things and has not accomplished them and will not accomplish them. He was never interested in helping working people. Donald Trump was never interested in making it better for other people's lives. He's just interested in making it better for his own family, his own friends, his own family members. He just not interested in the regular person. He thinks the regular person is lazy and doesn't want to work. That's the assumption. No matter how many hours a person works, no matter how many jobs the person has, no matter how much taxes they put into the system, he sees them as inferior. So you can't change people's mind when they have white supremacists like Stephen Miller that just thinks about the white Anglo-Saxon Protestant males. That's who they think about. Duran's actually fighting for the working people, and you're bashing him and going crazy on him. Let him keep doing what he's doing. Let him improve the lives of workers across the board. Let's not stop him from doing this. All right, everyone, have a good night. That was my video, short and sweet. But what I need you to do is subscribe, hit the follow button, hit the like button, whatever platform you're on. Support the video, support me, and support the people that support you. Thank you. Have a good night. I'm Celso Garcia, signing off. Bye bye.